with the quali, semi, final, you know, perfect weekend, you can do some damage, man. If you reel off a 150 point difference and you're going into last race, 100-point difference, and all the points are in the final, man, a lot can happen. It really can. Yeah. So that could be a challenge for Loic, but he's the ultimate professional with that, and that's probably this is probably the like kick in the arse he needs. To probably come out firing at Ludenville, to not leave too much for the last race.
I wonder how hard he will go for
Worlds,
the world champs. Yeah, like surely he wants another rainbow jersey, but like, and it's in Andorra, so they've got Loic, Loris, Amaury, Greg that live in Andorra.
And they ride together sometimes, not always, but I saw on the Instagrams they go and do some laps together. Like, that's interesting. I don't think they're going to be riding much the next week or two or the next month.
Well, they're all going to want to win that race, so.
Could you imagine? That'll be, that's going to be no ways. He's backing off, man. Hey,
no, he won't back off. He won't back off.
He's got the overall last year.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, good point. We've got Worlds coming up. Maybe, that's amazing. So we've got...
and it's a big break too, so it probably doesn't... It's not the best, like, for Amaury, I think.
Yes, you'd want to go straight there with as Amaury, right?
Yeah. Although, you want to race next week.
Yes. What about the energy? You've seen guys win... No, it's normally after Worlds you don't want to go to another race. Like, Loic struggles after Worlds, but... Yeah, I mean, Amaury would just be pumped. He'd literally wake up with a hangover and say, "Let's go, let's race Worlds now." Like, he's Superman. You know, you would feel you would feel like Superman. Hey?
Yeah, I like how he celebrates properly. You know.
Yeah, good for him, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I saw
had his tooth painted and he's having a good time.
And he was in a French soccer suit, or I don't know.
Yeah,
what
he's just going bad.
Yeah, we obviously appreciate that. Each to their own. You celebrate how you want, but I definitely enjoy a guy that's willing to work hard. And he just he lives for winning races, right? It's really is in his being, which is going to be tough one day when it slows down, or he doesn't win all the races like this. You know,
I don't think you're getting a drug that gives you that. You know, so nothing.
Well, how do you know?
Not that he's going to take drugs, but nothing's going to replace that. Like, that's such a high, and how he's riding as well. How he's riding, then. The amount of work he did to come back, those last two wins, insane.
Did you
props to the guy.
Have you heard Sean Palmer's quote on that?
No.
He's like, I'm gonna butcher it, but he basically said that. He said there's, all those yacht owning billionaires and the drugs you take, and there's no better feeling in the world than winning and saying you're the best in the world. And then he was like, there's no drug, and he's like, and I've tried some of them drugs. He just said, he was like, and I would know on both sides which feeling is better.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've totally butchered, in respect to Palmer, but there probably isn't much better feeling in the world to know you've gone out and earned it and absolutely walloped everyone out there, But like you say, this is fuel in the fire for Loic.
For sure.
And Greg as well. It's like just a bit of confidence he needed. Whether there's question marks or conditions that he snuck through the final, who cares? Like, he just needs that, like, oh my goodness, there's still light at this end of this tunnel, and I'm going to Andorra now.
Yeah, he's probably excited, Greg. I think this has played in Greg's favour as well as it could have. And, he's played the cards as well as he could have, so...
Yeah, definitely.
World champs. I Greg on the podium. I wouldn't bet against it.
I haven't played poker with Greg, but I reckon he'd be a sneaky good poker player if we taught him the rules. Like, he's sneaky mentally. Like, he's always trying to get in people's heads, and he can definitely bluff. Like, he was basically bluffing through the season. Like trying to just get in the final with not good cards. And all that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and then the ladies. I mean, I think Valley would still be our favorite, like normal conditions at somewhere like that.
But Tani is coming. So
true, sorry, no disrespect. I shouldn't rule out. Maybe the fire, for lack of a better term, use it again there, is properly lit for her.
Yeah, she said she's not wanted to win this much for a long time, so she's stoked to be feeling like that again, which is pretty cool.
That's impressive, right? Because it seemed like she was really grateful for coming back and dealing with all these injuries and like understanding her role in the sport for the next generation of ladies. But then you get that little taste of a podium, and then you get a little taste of a victory, and then you're the fastest at the splits. You got to think, hey, well, I can take these world champ stripes. Why wouldn't you? Well, you're there. Yeah, you're lining up in a race. Come on.
Yeah. You've got to give it everything. Yeah. Like, there's no other way.